Hello everyone and welcome to my special Christmas edition video! Rain down snow, but we're in Western Australia, there's no snow here. And I suppose there's heaps and heaps of videos out there with guides for under $100, get a gift for someone. And there's a lot of videos out there telling you what you should buy that's popular right now, and it's helpful for that nerdy friend you have, or that son that's a little bit geeky, or even your spouse that's very into their, I don't know, geekiness or nerdiness, whatever it is, guys. There is always a video making some sort of suggestion of what you should buy for that special someone in your life. But I find that all those videos just seem to talk about the most popular things under 100 that person could potentially use, which sounds perfect. But there are some rules to this. There are some do's and don'ts, I think. As someone who has had Christmases over the years and has been gifted things that people believe to be gifts that will help me, you'll be surprised how much those videos lie. A lot of those things are just tacky. They're really just things that you might use once and they might seem cool at first, and they actually might seem most cool to the person buying it rather than the person who will be using it. Mostly gifting is about how gifting that gift to that someone makes you feel. But what about when you want to get a gift for that special someone in your life who's geeky and nerdy, and you want to get them something that they actually cherish and use more often, or rather continue using after the Christmas holiday is over into January, February, and so on and so forth? What do you do then? When is it possible to make an impression with a gift? Well, this is a video, and I will make a couple of other videos in the same era that they people make where I suggest things under $150, but in this video I wanted to talk about a little bit of a guide towards what you should be buying for that person in your life. So, one of the things you shouldn't be buying are things that they already use a lot and cherish. So, if your friend or your loved one is a PC gamer, one of the things they would probably love the most is their mouse and keyboard. Those gifts are big no-nos. Do not buy them a mouse or a keyboard because they know exactly what they want. And if you don't get what they want, they'll be saying things like, "Oh, great, how lovely, oh, I love it." And then you'll end up using their own mouses or keyboards in the time after that, because, you know, it's what happens. Unless they've specifically stated to you they want that specific item, do not buy them a mouse or a keyboard. And another thing is, don't buy computer parts. As geeks and nerds and people who love their PC gaming, we know exactly which part we want, and we know exactly when we need it and when we are going to get it. Again, unless stated so frequently around you, don't worry about it, because you might end up getting the wrong part, or you might end up something that's not as good as they thought they wanted to get. And that's really hard for somebody to say, "Oh, really love it. Do you have the receipt?" Anywho, so what I'm suggesting, don't buy things that they already are using, or you sort of know they know better, because that's really what it's in about. But if you have a gamer friend or a gamer spouse, for example, who plays console, it's hard to pick the right game when you might not know about gaming. You might not know about what the most popular video game out there is right now. So my suggestion at the moment is Final Fantasy. You will see it branded everywhere in every shop, and that is probably the most popular game on the console, the PS4 and the Xbox One. With that game, you really can't go wrong because most people will just enjoy it. But if you really want to make sure, then just Google what games are the most popular on that console, PS4 or Xbox One, on that year, 2016. You'll get a lot of things because all the new popular games are coming right up to Christmas. That's when they're coming out, and they're a great buy. So if the person likes shooting games or racing games, you know exactly what to pick. Just check what they already have a look, even ask them. You can't really go wrong if they already like that sort of stuff. It's not hard to buy for someone. There is a lot of people asking a lot of questions of what things to buy. My next tip is, if the person is very, very technical and very nerdy in the sense that they love programming, or they sit at the computer not playing games but sort of building things, on tinkering with hardware. One of the best gifts out there right now, and for a while, has been the Raspberry Pi. This is the Raspberry Pi 3. It is only $60 delivered, and it brings a lot of fun to anyone who loves to tinker with hardware and a little bit of programming code. That might look a bit complicated when you say programming code. What exactly is it? Well, if you like, it's basically making things do other things, or maybe making other apps do other apps, and it's just something that people love doing. It's like creating, it's a bit of an art form, and the Raspberry Pi is a magnificent canvas for that sort of art. So if you have someone in your life that loves programming, they've mentioned, oh, I work in programming, a Raspberry Pi is a great gift. Even if they already have one, play the dummy and just say, oh, I didn't know you had one. They'll probably make a use for it anyway. I know some people who have more than 5 and definitely more than 3. So at least 2. Anyway, having a Raspberry Pi is one side of it. The next side is if you have a PC gamer. So a lot of my friends are PC gamers. Their spouses have a hard time buying for these guys. So what I'm saying is, don't buy a monitor or a piece of hardware. Buy something they don't want to spend their money on because it might seem tacky. Well, what am I talking about? A mouse pad. Mouse pads are not used by a lot of people. Personally, I didn't use it until somebody bought me it as a gift, and then I loved it, absolutely loved it. One of my favorite pieces of hardware, I suppose, is a mouse pad. Now, a good mouse pad can set you back about $30 to $40. You can even go all out and buy an RGB one from Razer. They've got, and Corsair actually, they've got those light up ones around the edges. That might be the next step above a mouse pad, but a Logitech G400 will, G840, whichever one it is, there's a mouse pad that is a hard surface, and there is one that is a matte sort of cloth. And either one will do, just whichever one they would prefer. Maybe even ask them if they already have one and it's a little bit ripped up. It's a great way to get a new gift and a new mouse pad. The reason I say that it's something they might not spend their money on is because they might see that there's other things they would want to buy for that money, save up. So the little things they don't end up buying. Another cool gift is one of these. Now this is just a USB Nintendo NES controller. It's only $6 from eBay. Remember, eBay is around 30 days delivery, so make sure you get it early. But one of these things is kind of cool. If they already have a Raspberry Pi, or if they already have a gaming computer, one of these things is quite fun to play. They might play those retro games that are extremely popular at the moment, and one of these things is not expensive, so something for a friend. This is a pretty cool gift. Now, I'm not suggesting you buy this, but something that already matches up to that gaming sort of style, maybe a controller. You can pick up one of these for $30 for a PC gamer. These are the things they don't spend their money on because they think it's a bit frivolous. Frivolous. And the last thing, if you want to keep it under $100, you have to make sure you buy at a discount. There are so many shops out there that sell things really cheap and then mark it up crazy in other stores. For example, Target sells a lot of their games a lot cheaper than JB Hi-Fi or Harvey Norman. But there are exceptions when it comes to console games. If you are buying a PC game, Target is actually a better price, usually around $10 to $5 difference. If you are buying a console game, actually, JB might have the better price because they have a higher buying power and they buy a more amounts, more of the console games. They are discs, and so on and so forth, but they might buy a lot less PC games because people who shop at their shop might not be buying PC games. That's why you only see one shelf dedicated to PC games and everything else is dedicated to consoles. That is pretty much the reason. But in Target, they really just buy whichever and they sell almost at cost price. The Doom game was $59 and $69 at JB, so Target was $10 cheaper. So there's bargains out there. You don't have to spend a lot. Now during Christmas, there might be a huge rush to get these things. So one of the things I would suggest is buy early so you don't have to spend that whole last week rushing around to get that one item you think that person wants, because that's when mistakes happen. And as much as some people say that everybody should be happy with their gift, it's pretty pointless getting something that's pretty useless to you. I mean, you're gonna have to act happy, but that other person might even not believe your acting skills. And so it's best to just get the right gift the first time around before you have to rush and make mistakes. Another cool gift that I've come around is the UE Boom 2, which is just behind me on my computer. That, my friends, is on special right now at Good Guys. I have no affiliation with Good Guys, so if you guys are buying it from there, I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything. So what I'm saying is that this thing is awesome. You can see one of my reviews in the videos of what I did of this. It's waterproof, it's got great bass, great sound, and it's Bluetooth, and it charges on a USB 5-volt charger, and the battery lasts up to like 6 hours or more. And I think it's really cool. At the moment, it goes for $220, but it's on special at Good Guys for $179. So I thought I'd point that out because it's a pretty cool buy, especially for a significant other where you spend a little bit extra. It's a really cool gift, even for the nerdy friend, because we love Bluetooth things and we love music. Most of us anyway love listening to music, and those things are really cool to check music on and not have to listen through headphones, because sometimes they get a little bit hot, especially in WA weather. So this was an intro video into the guide that I'm going to be creating very soon. I'm going to try and get 5 top items under $50 and then 5 top items under $100 to $50, so obviously above 50, to try and give you a better idea, because you know what, at the end of the day, I realize what those videos do. They just give people an idea to buy. But the problem with most of those videos are they are from the US, from Amazon, and we Australians cannot buy this stuff here in Australia, and we end up just looking and going, oh, that's nice, what am I gonna buy? A Lynx pack for them. Don't buy Lynx. Do not buy shower gels, Lynx packs, or anything like that as a gift anymore. Men are sick of it. And, well, what would you buy women? Maybe some hand cream wash stuff. I don't know, I've never really bought that stuff for women. Usually I get them chocolate. I should probably stop that too. So don't get your woman chocolate. Get him what she really wants. A GTX 1080 Ti, if it's out. Anywho, what you want to do is, if you watch those videos, you'll end up seeing US stuff, Amazon stuff, things that might not get delivered in time to Australia, but hopefully I'll put together a video that really brings about things you can buy here in Australia, or at least with less than 10 days delivery, like the Raspberry Pi, which is only overnight, which is really, really cool. So guys, stay tuned for those 2 videos, and we'll see you soon, and I guess happy holidays, because if you haven't been to Woolies, Coles, or Aldi, actually not too bad. Coles specifically has been playing Christmas music, has covered the whole store in red, even though Santa Claus was apparently green. Check on that, Google it, wiki it. But guys, is it a bit too early? Let me know in the comments, is it too early for Christmas shopping? No, it shouldn't be shopping. But is it too early for Christmas decorations?